So if you remember back to 2006, you might remember a movie called Borat. It's been a long time, so if you don't remember it, I won't blame you. I thought it was funny at the time. I haven't watched it probably since it came out. I remember thinking it was funny. Whether it holds up or not, it'd be hard to say. I'd have to go back and watch it. The thing I remember the most is the 6 to 7 months of everybody trying to impersonate the accent that he had in the movie. It was 6 or 7 months of everybody seriously just running the jokes of the movie into the ground over and over again, making me never want to watch the film again. But with all things in time, like wounds will heal. What is that saying? Time heals all wounds. And they put out a 3-minute trailer for the movie over on Twitter. At least that's where I watched it. And I thought it was okay. I'll watch it. I already have Amazon Prime, and that's where it's going, October 23rd. It's going to be on Amazon Prime. The cool thing about that is if you follow me over on my Twitch, YellowFlash2, TWO, link in the description, we can actually do a watch party with the movie. And I'll probably do that because I'm curious enough. And here's the funny thing. So you can say what you want about Sacha Baron Cohen, and I'm sure some people in the comments are going to sound off because the guy is kind of, he's pretty far left. And he's very, very open with his views. Like, I don't really like some of the views he has, but if the movie's funny, the movie's funny. And I like a good laugh, so I'll watch it. But what's funny is people are very, very upset. I was very surprised by the comments on this trailer. I was laughing at the comments because I was shocked. Like, do you not know who this guy is? But it's the same thing with the South Park show. People just don't want to laugh at anything. All anybody wants to do is get pissed. That's pretty much it. So I mined through the comments so you don't have to, and we can go over the narrative of a lot of the meltdowns people are having over this. And now I wonder what's going to happen when this film comes out, what kind of negative articles are going to be written. Because remember, this isn't 2006 anymore. Comedy is pretty much dead in a lot of ways. You can't tell the kind of jokes you want. Your hands are really tied, to be honest. If you want to tell a joke, you have to make sure it's approved, right? It has to be state-approved jokes. Otherwise, you're going to have a crowd of weirdos coming after you and trying to cancel you. And I wonder if they're going to try to cancel Sacha Baron Cohen for this movie, even though he's clearly the thing with this movie is he's pointing out like prejudices that Americans have in some things, and he's going after, of course, Mike Pence is in the title. So it's well, I think he was in the title, wasn't he? He's like the goal, so he's taking his daughter to Mike Pence to marry her to him. And that's a funny concept. If it's funny, it's funny. I don't really care. I can take a joke. And some people just need to learn to relax and take a joke. And I saw that in the comics, people like going, "Oh, it's going after Pence, blah, blah, blah." If it's funny, if it's funny. There was an article of him, actually, like a Trump impersonator interrupted a speech that he was at. And it turns out it was him. So I just wanted to point that out. If the movie's funny, the movie's funny. But anyway, take a look at some of this. So someone said here, "I don't follow you, and I find your posts triggering. Any effort to resolve this would be appreciated." Well, you could you can go up here and you can mute Prime Video. You'll never see their posts again. That's a thought. Bunch of people came out. This one was pretty funny. People going after him. It's really a mix. There's a lot of people. I was really surprised by the people that were upset about this, but it's like trying to bring back old comedies, So you got one right here. "Why isn't this racist? Impersonating an accent that isn't yours in a degrading fashion is wrong. Prime Video, you don't have a right to make fun of people with accents." And of course, people came in and kind of gave the guy a little bit of a school. We have a right to laugh if we want to laugh, and we will. Like I'm saying, comedy, we had the same thing with Dave Chappelle's Sticks and Stones. Remember that? Edgy comedy. People didn't like it. And it was really funny to watch him win 2 Emmys the other day. We got another one here. "Kazakhstan is a decent country. I've been there. Would you quit mocking them and making them look like the Ukraine?" And we have another one. Does he have many phobic and anti-group jokes in the sequel? Here's another one. Borat is an offensive film. Please stop thinking it's funny. You have always talked about cultural appropriation, racism, and many other things. Your words have always sounded very beautiful, but now you just show yourself to be disgusting. Does it always work one way, hypocrites? This was probably one of the funniest ones. That's another thing on here. People are talking about cultural appropriation, all of this stuff. Like, you can't have a joke anymore. Everything about this character is made up. It's made up. But why can't people just find humor in things anymore? You know, if you don't like the movie, you don't have to watch it. You can just not watch it. That's really the better way to, if you really want to put something out of business, just ignore it. But the problem is, it doesn't work that way with these people. So what they do is they try to cancel it, because that way nobody gets to enjoy it. And there's more. This is so 10 years ago. Congrats on the edgelord abortion jokes. Because he takes his daughter to a pastored clinic. And he's trying to, can you take the baby out? And the guy's like, no, we don't do that here. He's like, well, I was the one that put it in her. It's supposed to be his daughter. I thought that was actually a pretty comical scene. Look, if you don't find it funny, just don't watch it. I don't find the problem, you know? You can poke fun at everybody. I don't mind. You know, if you want to take jokes at both sides, I think that's fine. Though I doubt that he's going to take any. I doubt he's going to poke any jokes at the left. I doubt it. But if it's still funny, it's funny. Got another one here. This is so wrong. First of all, Kazakhstan is not a poor country. Suck at this movie trying to shame Kazakhstan. Only evil spammer or Amazon can support a movie like this. Shame. See Joe 2020 in this thing. And then final one, this kind of makes up the rest of the comments. Ah, yes. Mocking ethnicity and culture for laughs. So, this is kind of the narrative. I wonder how this will come out. Like, are they going to try to cancel this movie? And the really funny thing about that is the guy that plays this character's views are very, very far left. The guy wants to censor the internet, if you didn't know that. And I find that really funny. So I wonder, will they come after him? Now, that would be some karma. There's already a little karma here. And I already tell where the wind is blowing with this. So we'll find out on the 23rd of October. And if you join me on Twitch, we'll watch it. It comes out on a Friday, so we'll watch it that night. It'll be a fun time. We'll see if it's worth all the trouble. Anyway, that's pretty much it. Hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know what you think. If you enjoyed the video, consider throwing a like up. You could share the video too. I would very much appreciate that. Also, make sure you're still subscribed. Subscribe if you're new. Hit that notification bell, and I will see you on the next one. Peace. Also, if you want to help support the channel, check out my Teespring store. There's a link in the description. You can find some merchandise in there that you might want to check out.